This podcast is part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network. Go to bigheadsmedia.com for more great podcasts.
Ladies and gentlemen, making their way to the microphones, it's Kenny. It's Jack. It's the Rock and Roll Up Podcast.
Hello, mates. What are you enjoying? You sound like you're enjoying it.
I know when you look at me, you think, what a cool, original guy. I'm just chowing down on the refreshing tortilla chips.
Have we signed some sort of
Called Doritos.
Have we signed some sort of deal with?
We haven't got sponsors
Look,
yet.
this is what we could do. You know, come at us with all your sponsorships for mainly corn-based snacks.
Crisps. All that kind of stuff
It's
I can do.
like the Wayne's World sketch, isn't it? Where they're Pepsi, the taste of a new generation.
Exactly.
I love that.
So you caught me off guard there, mate.
Did
You've
I?
given me a hello, mate. I'm not sure on it.
It's not like that was planned in any way.
Unscripted,
I
baby.
pulled the curtain back.
You have? What are you doing with me curtains? Pop them back.
I've pulled them back. I found more crisps.
There's crisps everywhere.
You've hoarded them.
I'm a hoarder. There's only there's no curtains there. There's only blinds, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm a blind man.
Are you?
You're gonna make me see again, aren't you? Like a profit.
I'm going to make everybody
Wish we were
see.
making profits out of this. We ain't got no sponsorships.
And
Doritos, if you're out there.
yeah, Doritos, Quavers. What's your favourite crisp?
Squares.
Yeah, you're a bit square. Yeah.
I'm the furthest thing away from square, sir. Baby, you're so square. I don't care. Deal with that. What's your favourite crisp?
I hip to B square.
Do you?
Yeah.
B squared.
B squared is
What's B squared?
what?
Come on, Einstein.
B.
BB-8.
Nah.
Has someone done a porn parody? Booby-8.
Booby 8. I bet they have. Have you seen it?
C3POO.
Please stop.
Sorry.
Should we say hello to everyone? It's been 2
Hello,
minutes.
I'm Jack.
I'm Kenny.
This is Rock and Roll Up Podcast.
Hello.
That was a little flavour, a little cool original flavour of what you've got in store today. What are we going to give the lovely audience?
Well, we're going to hit everyone with a little bit of a general episode.
I'm going to chop them.
Some all the standard stuff.
All the classics.
All the jokes, all the rants, all the music, all the bloody
all the cool original content that we are creating.
There you go.
Under the umbrella of two wonderful organisations.
Yes, let's hit them first.
Big Heads.
Yeah.
Who are they?
Big Heads Media. They're our podcast partners.
Oh.
They host our podcast on their website.
Yeah, they do. What a
Thank
great
you.
website.
Thank you to them. What a cool original website.
Nice.
That can run all episodes.
We'll be talking about our recommended podcast of the week from the Big Heads family
We
later
will.
on.
We will.
Keep tuning in.
And another shout out to our partners over at Overcome.
Lots of
GG.
exciting things happening with them.
Yeah.
We may even have our podcast hosted on a special news site.
We may.
More news on that to follow.
Yeah.
Keep
We
an eye
might
on our socials.
mixer it up.
Yeah?
Hey? See what I've done
What?
there?
Like
'Cause
Doritos?
The website's called Mixer.
Like Doritos in my mouth.
Yeah.
Like a cement mixer. Chewing
I'm going
the
to move
cud.
you on.
Chewing the cud, baby.
How you been?
I've been alright, mate. Yeah,
Yeah.
been my feet are hurting.
We're back here, aren't we? We're back in Windsor. It's been only a couple of weeks since we...
You've returned to me so quickly.
I have indeed. We're back here. We're back recording. Why are we here?
We're here to see some wrestling in
Some
London town.
Absolute bloody brilliant
Where
wrestling.
the streets are paved with bubble gum.
By the time this episode comes out, that will have happened.
We'd have seen it. Royal Quest, the New Japan Pro
Yeah.
Wrestling English show
Yeah.
with some fantastic talent on it.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Big
So-
title matches. Excited for that. Get a nice
Yeah.
early night, I
Yeah,
think.
I think so, yeah. I mean, it
Get
is
to
20
London.
past midnight we're doing this
Oh,
podcast.
yeah,
What's
baby. Well, early night for us is like 3 a.m.
That? Yeah.
You know, just a couple of lads,
Just
couple of night crawlers,
Couple
aren't
of
we?
absolute boys.
Crawling about in the night.
Eating Doritos, and we had an ice lolly earlier. That was
We had a
fun as
rocky
well.
lolly. That was nice.
Rock and roll up lolly, I think. Actually.
Oh, get that branding in quick.
Come on.
Who
So,
makes lollies? Walls, I suppose.
Walls, yeah.
Bouncing off the walls.
Yeah, you will be with those E numbers.
Don't sting them. They might be our... Don't slag them.
No children were hurt in the making of these E numbers.
No slagging. But I'm all right. You're all right, aren't you?
I'm all right.
Well, talking of pain, you've been in a little bit of pain, haven't you?
I've been in pain.
What's that on your arm there, sir? Hang on. What's that on your other arm there, sir?
Let me paint you a picture. This is what the tattoo artist said to
Did
me.
he?
Let me paint you a picture on your body.
Go on.
I said, oh, do it to me.
You've got a tattoo.
I have 2 tattoos.
We did post it on our social media.
Yeah, I am now the proud owner. It's like a child.
Go on.
I'm the proud owner
a child?
of 2 tattoos.
You were tattooed by a child.
Yeah.
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 Oh, wow.
But it was Polish.
Start them young. Oh.
Yeah. That's what they do. It's the gulags.
Sorry. Drew Gulag.
It's the Drew Gulags. I've got...
You're flexing right now.
What I've done is I've looked at it to remind me what it is.
You're doing a Freddy.
I know what it is.
Hey,
I have one on my right arm. It says iron, or the way I read it, it says no rye.
Okay.
And
okay.
On my other arm, it says maiden.
No regrets.
And or the way I see it is Ned I am.
That's Iron Maiden, the wrong way round.
It is, yeah.
Do you count that as 2 tattoos or 1?
Well, I counted it as 1 to begin with, but then as the pain began, I thought, oh wow, I'm getting 2. I'm getting my first and second tattoo.
Did he do Iron first or did he do Maiden first?
He did Maiden first.
No.
I was unhappy.
That's my sense of completion is all skew-if.
Yeah, because it was longer and I thought, settle me in with the iron, finish me off with the Maiden.
He finished you off as well. What kind of service is this?
Yeah, it was great.
That's what they're teaching.
That's how the
in
Poles do
Poland.
it.
Yeah. So you've got an Iron Maiden tattoo that says Iron Maiden because you love Iron Maiden. We've spoken about the Maiden of Iron before.
I feel like
You're a big fan.
We should talk about it more, but
you love all of the music.
Yeah.
Run to the Hills, some other ones. No, I also quite like them.
Yeah.
In fact, we saw them together at Download Festival.
We did.
You were tattoo-less then.
I was.
Although you were sleeveless, but now you've got
Next
little
time.
cling film arms, haven't
Next
you?
time, yeah.
Tell people the process. If nobody's had a tattoo before, what is the process?
So you get your tattoo and you think, oh, I look fucking cool.
Yeah, this hurts. You like the pain. You told me.
Yeah, I did quite enjoy it.
You're a little bit.
Yeah, I had a bit of
a little bit sick, aren't you? A little bit of a doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, a little messed up.
That's why he finished you off.
Yeah, exactly. He thought, well, it's
there.
It's not normal, but what normally happens is, so then they were cling filmed up. I left. They looked fucking cool because they had been freshly done.
And you did well with the pain. You were relative about an hour and a half on it, pretty quick.
About an hour and a half. Yeah,
you were sitting there.
Yeah, there is, like Jack said, a picture on our social if anyone wants to go and check it out.
Absolutely.
And then in the evening times, I have a little cling film up again after a clean, and you wake up and it looks like sort of Venom's cum on your arms.
Okay, yeah, you were all marvelled out. You were juiced up. Your arms have been leaking. What you described as plasma.
Yeah, apparently that's what it's called. Yeah.
So your body's expelling the goo.
It looks like the stuff that turns Spider-Man into Venom.
Do you have any special powers?
Well, yes.
You've got the power of not getting any more jobs because you got tattoos on your arms. Bye-bye. Actually, they've just announced that the police, they're letting policemen have visible tattoos again. Not they were completely banned,
really?
But there was some issues with hiring police.
Right. Okay. That's progressive.
But it's kind of okay again now. They've kind of rescinded it, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen policemen with it's
just the age
I've seen a policeman with a sleeve, and I got to say he looked cool as fuck in his outfit.
I've got sleeves on all my clothes. I'm pretty cool. I'd say cool original.
You'd say cool original. Other flavours are available. Yeah. But yeah, so I have a tattoo now, so probably too cool for this podcast.
You feel a little bit cool, don't you?
You
got a swagger, haven't you?
When I walk down the street, I think, oh yeah. All right.
Yeah, it gives you a little bit of a boost, doesn't it?
It really does. I'm even sat here now and I'm thinking, all right.
That is quite, do you think you'll get used to them? Or do you think novelty won't wear off? I think it will, and then you'll get another tattoo.
I think I'm going to end up with many.
Do you think?
Yeah.
What, the word many?
Yeah, Iron Maiden. Many Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
Tattoos is probably what I'm going to end up with. But talking of things...
Well, hang on. Do you foresee a problem with one word being on one arm, one word being on the other arm?
Well... No. What?
Come on. You've been doing a lot of work with mine charities, for example. You've been buying a lot of unexploded grenades.
Right.
What if?
Do you think? Which one would I prefer to lose?
What word would you prefer to lose?
If I was to lose an arm,
Would you rather have an iron? Would you rather have a maiden? You fell into a combine harvester. I gave you the key.
You've got the choice.
Oh, it's come off. You'll be on one of those 999. Kenny had a terrible accident.
Yeah.
This is the actual 911 call.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to lose my iron or me maiden.
Yeah, what do I choose?
I mean, I'm very, very right-handed, so I'd have to lose my maiden. Because then...
Just iron. You'd be Iron Man.
I'd be Iron Man.
You are
You just get
Marvel.
Iron Man underneath. I mean, you could just get Maiden underneath, but fuck it, Iron
No,
Man.
no,
It'd be too painful to have...
The memory, though. The memory.
Yeah,
You've
the
lost the
memory.
maiden. You can't get it again.
Can't get
You'll
it.
always
I'd
be
never
Iron.
listen to him again.
You'd always be Iron.
I just listened to Iron Man by Black Sabbath.
That's fine. Well, there we are.
Or
see?
the song Iron by Undefined.
Talking of superheroes, Spider-Man, not in the MCU anymore. How do you feel?
Well, I'm pissed off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty annoyed, to be honest.
Is that
Yeah.
Kenny's rant?
All that time.
Yeah.
All that. Actually, yeah, let's do Kenny's rant of the week now.
About Spider-Man.
How annoying is that?
Yeah.
It's set up. I mean,
I thought they'd only just secured the
the
rights.
whole MCU has been changed by, spoiler alert, Tony Stark's death, and his whole character arc is that he
has an arc.
he knows Noah. He knows Noah.
Nice.
And so he wanted to. He kind of saw Peter Parker as this kind of like son, sort of
the inventor of the Parker pen.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that's the
That's the plot.
that's
And then they drew that tattoo on you with a pen.
Yeah.
Is that right?
You've got messed up in the
I
head there.
think I'm a bit too
Yeah.
many rocket lollies.
But yeah, I'm pretty annoyed by it. I'm sure everyone's very pissed off by it because Tony Stark's now dead because he wanted to save Spider-Man.
Spoiler alert.
And if you see a picture of Spider-Man, bring it to me.
That is a metaphor for him trying to save him from the corporate world that snatched him away again.
Yeah. Terrible.
Oh, well,
In fact, my rant later is a similar thing about companies that aren't getting on. It's just
it
very
is.
annoying.
Look at this. Tease.
Talk to everyone about you had a hard night at the
Hard Day's Night.
Rock Cafe.
Well,
in
we need to
London.
post some photos from this. Or we did post one, didn't we? But I was part of a project doing a bit of drumming on the drums at the Hard Rock Hotel at London.
What was that
Marble
like?
Arch.
What was that like?
Good fun, wasn't it?
It was
good fun. It did make us reflect on because you came along to the second one in sort of mid-August. It was nice, mate. You know, we kind of thought we met in a band, didn't we? Obviously, we talked about that on previous podcasts.
Yeah, it's
And
quite cool, really.
to kind of go from the countryside to playing a cool place, kind of an iconic place. In
Hard
the
Rock Cafe, iconic. Loads of them all over the world, full of memorabilia. Just
that was so cool. Wasn't
just
it?
let everyone know when you were sat there. You're at the Hard Rock Cafe. There's a cool bar.
Jimi Hendrix guitar.
There's a Hendrix. Which image was prominently placed in front of you?
Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, Ed Sheeran was there.
Yeah.
Rock
Cafe.
Yeah, rock and roll. But yes,
Yeah.
played on the stage there. That was good fun.
That was
We had a
cool.
good time, and that was
Yeah.
it was nice to play a historic venue such as that.
Indeed.
And hopefully we'll be playing some venues soon
Yeah.
with our live podcast, maybe even a little live cheeky show,
Hey,
which we're still thinking about.
which
We will do it.
we're very much talking about and still thinking
Yeah,
about.
we will do it.
We've
but,
we've done it once.
we've done
before,
lots of live things
under a
before.
different name
Yeah,
for a special party, which was a lot of fun. But it shall
VIP
return.
only. We are no one, not the average people can see it.
No,
VIP only.
mainly bar mitzvahs.
Lot of bar mitzvahs.
Yeah, done a lot of bar mitzvahs.
But is there a demand for Rock and Roll Up on the Road? Let us know. Rock Roll Up Podcast on all the things apart from Twitter, which
yeah.
is Rock Roll Up Pod.
Yeah,
Let us know. Do you want to see us do a little tour, do a little live show? Because we can do that.
That
We
would be
were
fun.
going to play a festival. That went tits up. Maybe not those kind of things.
Yeah.
Things that are a bit more secure. Would be good.
bit salty about that. Is that cool original or is it extra salt?
Spicy. But it's a secret
yeah.
mix. I don't know the blend.
Who knows?
Does Colonel Sanders? Maybe.
Maybe
Answers on
he
the
does.
postcard.
Talk to us about a little outdoor cinema experience.
I've had an excursion
Yeah.
to an outdoor cinema.
Yeah.
In talking of movies, I saw for the second time Bohemian Rhapsody on second viewing. Just great.
Did you cry
Just
like a small child who'd lost its ball?
Yes, I did, and I lost my ball, which was annoying as well.
I wept uncontrollably at the end.
You were a little cry boy.
When
weren't
I
you?
saw it in the cinema, I just couldn't stop crying at the end.
Mm.
I looked and I sort of felt, I'm a right twat.
No, it's a lot.
But I looked around, and everyone was sort of looking at each other, laughing, but also in floods of tears, like we all can't stop crying.
Well, yeah, what's happening?
It was really funny.
It's very similar to people's reaction when they listen to this podcast. Yeah, what's happening?
Yeah.
I can't understand it, but
I
it's
don't
emotional.
understand it. It's beautiful.
But
They remind me of Freddie.
Yeah, in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways.
Yeah.
You especially in a lot of ways.
Well, you know, I do have tattoos.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if Fred had any tattoos. Don't know. His moustache was tattooed on. Not many people know that about him. Yeah, that's why he just had it one day.
There's a 3D tat.
It was. Yeah.
I can't think of any pictures, like iconic pictures, where I can think of tattoos, but don't know.
Maybe a secret one.
Yeah.
But yeah, saw that in an outdoor cinema at of all the places, Hampton Court Palace.
Oh, nice.
It was a lovely late birthday present.
Nice.
But yes, that was very nice, and we did that, and that was fun. And it got me thinking.
Oh yeah.
The outdoor cinema experience, very very fun, very immersive, very
Yeah.
good sound. You know, I mean, pouring with rain. I mean, the weather was terrible, windy. We had a sausage that was nice from a van.
Nice.
But it got me thinking.
Go on.
What would you like to see at an outdoor cinema? Because I've been to two. I saw Grease sing along on South Bank. That was great.
Yeah.
Then I've done this one now.
Didn't you leave
Bow
one
Wrap.
as well? Didn't you
Oh
see-
yes, I've seen 2.5.
What did you see?
I went to go and see Mary Poppins.
Oh, yeah.
The whatever Mary
The
Poppins
new one.
Returns.
Have you seen that yet?
Well,
Since?
no, I've seen 20 minutes.
It's
Haven't seen
bloody
it subsequently.
brilliant.
No, went to see it at Shepperton Studios, which is obviously very famous film studios here in near London. They do kind of free screenings for locals. Went there.
Yeah.
Too many locals. Ants everywhere. They're obviously
Children.
local. Children
Not
running
loud
around.
enough.
Not loud enough. Weather was nice, but nah, mate,
What would
shut
I like
off.
to see outside?
It's nice. It's cool, man. It's a cool environment.
Yeah.
It's got to be something. It's got to be something.
I think
It's a very different way of viewing films.
something that would be great outside, probably, especially in an area like Hampton Court, somewhere with lots of
beautiful
grass and
gardens.
lots of something like Jurassic Park would be awesome.
A classic
Because
Spielberg.
you think like when they, the famous. They do move in herds, and when they see, and like if you're within like an area,
we're going to need a
sunny
bigger dinosaur
with-
car. Is that what it says, isn't it? Something like that?
That's Jaws, mate. Jaws wouldn't be so good. Although I have seen
Say hello to my little
somewhere-
dinosaur. Is that that one?
Yeah, that one too.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen where is it that I've seen where they've shown Jaws and you sit in a pool and like you have
No.
in a pool and you have like a blow up
The pool.
yeah, exactly.
That sounds great.
And you
There's a shark
and
swimming
you-
around
and then everyone dies.
in the pool.
No, in the pool,
Oh.
in the film and in the pool.
That sounds great.
Yeah, that would be so cool.
Then they just
wouldn't
release red dye into the
it? That'd
pool
be
halfway
great,
through.
Yeah. That'd
Wow.
be so good. You could do a real immersive thing there.
Mm.
But yeah, something like maybe Jurassic Park would be awesome.
Have you seen they've just redone the Jurassic Park ride at Universal?
Oh.
They've changed it all, and it's sort of super like the animatronics are great, and there's things
Cool.
squirting on you. It's really cool.
That's awesome.
You know, sitting there watching the ride through of that. I'm a little bit jealous.
Yeah, right.
I want to get attacked by a dinosaur.
I really, yeah. What else would be good outside? I'll tell you what would be great at Woolerton Hall. You've been there. Is obviously
beautiful,
in
yeah.
Nottingham Woolerton Hall is where
Old Manor House.
the Manor House is where they used Wayne Manor for the Christopher Nolan Batman trilogy.
That would
So
be great.
all the shots of Wayne Manor were at Woolerton Hall. So
Do you Michael Caine? Do you Michael Caine?
you're only. I mean, I can only do the Italian job. I can't do a Batman one.
No, you're gonna do a Batman one. She was only 14.
Bruce.
I'm not gonna bury her Batman.
Bruce Wayne, I'm not going to bury your Batman.
Sorry, who's that? I don't know who that is.
You're only supposed to bury Batman, not Batman.
You've just gone into your accent. Well, again, impressions not our strong
Do you,
suit.
Michael Caine? Do you?
Hello, I'm Michael Caine. That'll do.
Hello. That's actually, yeah,
Madness.
I could do it from the Madness song.
Hmm.
Yeah. My name is
Michael
Caine.
Michael.
Do 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 do
Yes.
do.
Not strange one. That strange song.
I love that song.
Good song.
That's probably not it. That was that was Our House. Yeah, yeah.
That's a good song.
That wasn't Michael Caine.
Yeah,
but another good song.
yeah.
Yeah. Any? How about you? What? Any others you'd want to see outside?
I'd like to see Lord of the Rings outside.
Oh, hell yeah.
Would be amazing.
That'd
Just
be
to
great.
feel. But I'd want all the 4D effects. I'd want wind. I'd want fire.
You'd want orcs.
I'd want orcs.
Yeah.
I'd want an aux cable so I could hear it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you'd want the trees to up and move. Spiders.
Tree? I am no tree. I am an ant. I'd want that. All that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd love that. Something like that.
Yeah.
But all the films back to back.
An
I'd
epic,
do 9 hours.
Any sort of epic would be good. But
That's it.
the thing is, those outdoor cinema experiences are sometimes ruined by external factors
Ants,
like
children,
children, weather.
Not plugging in
So-
the desk properly.
What I would like is a perfect evening of me and maybe you
Yeah, oh yeah.
and close friends
Yeah.
and other people that can be there that I don't know, but they have to be silent
Absolutely silent.
with no children.
What was nice about
Perfect weather,
the Hampton
cheap
Court
beer.
exactly was we got nice chairs.
Yeah.
When you want a blanket with I don't like a no backrest.
No, I don't. No.
It's not comfortable. But yes, well there we are. What movies would you, the audience, like to see at an outdoor cinema?
audience.
Let us know.
Let us know.
I think you might have another question for me.
I've got a couple of questions.
You've written some down, haven't you?
Yeah.
No news this week. Don't need it, mate.
No news.
News? None.
No one's died.
No. Who's died this week? Nobody.
Who cares?
Come on then.
Shout out to Sean Birmingham for realising that was a feature
Big Sean.
that needed to be sort of. This is how that went. Yeah, like the pod, mate. Yeah, but have you noticed that at the beginning of the pod you always talk about who's died as a kind of like, why is that? And I took it as, how cool. Let's do it as a feature.
That's a great way to start a podcast. Death.
So
Yeah. Is he from Birmingham? Or?
That will. Has he ever seen?
Has he been to Birmingham? I've been to Birmingham twice, to the Cadbury World, where they make the Cadbury chocolate.
Yeah.
I have to say.
By the way, Sean's going to
Great.
be laughing his ass off because he religiously
He has a
listens
medical
to
problem.
this. Whoop! Religiously listens to this. Just saying.
He's got a shrine
just say
to
his
you.
name.
Sean Birmingham.
He loves that. He loves that.
He'll be tingling in
Right
his
now, look at him. You can hear him.
Oh, listen to that chuckle.
That's for you.
In Birmingham.
Here we go. I'm going to hit you with some quick fire questions.
Go on.
What's your earliest memory?
This is going to be very strange, and I'm going to say it. My earliest memory is looking up out of my cot and seeing Father Christmas.
That's terrifying.
Yep, that's my earliest
Your
memory.
cot.
I remember the cot. I remember looking at the cot.
How
I remember the
strange.
dial, like the dial that you'd have little, I'd ding it. It's got stars and a moon on it or something.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing Father Christmas. Now, to this day, nobody knows who that was or when that was. It's not at all we dressed up, but we're not going to tell Jack.
So okay.
Nobody knows,
Right.
but this happened.
Is this a cry for help?
No, but I still believe Father Christmas. That might go somewhere to explaining that.
Yeah.
No, that is my earliest memory.
Do you want... That explains... I mean, anyone who doesn't know me and Jack well, it won't take ages to figure out that we are both fanatical about Christmas.
Oh, Mr. Christmas, my family call me. It's a true story.
And I wonder if that is it's embedded.
It's
he probably-
beginning to look a lot like mental health issues. Yes, so I'm scared of anyone with a beard now.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Kenny. Ooh.
Ooh, he's got tattoos. He's probably going to mug me,
Oh
but
my
he looks
God.
cool.
There we
What?
are. What's that? Put that sack away, Santa.
What's your latest memory?
Doing this right now.
Good.
Yeah.
How do you want to die?
You've given me the double. Oh God.
Have you got some for me?
Well, what's your earliest memory? Wanting to die.
I don't have a...
Looking in at me as
I
a
don't-
baby.
Yeah,
Dressed as
looking
Santa.
at you this second, and my latest memory is...
You must have an early memory.
I don't know.
Your memory's quite bad, though, isn't it?
Very bad. All the mental health abuse.
What you really don't have an early memory as a kid, or like, dropping your ice cream?
I did drop an ice cream. I was at a holiday park. I mean, I wasn't overly young, but I was quite young.
Yeah.
And I just bought a big ice cream. and it was like a 2 or 3 scooper, and it was good.
You've had a double scoop.
It was good ice cream, and I'm stood
double
outside.
the pain afterwards.
I'm stood outside, and it was something like strawberry or something, so it was quite bright.
Nice.
And and I've dropped one of the scoops on the floor, haven't I? And then I seen people come in, and they're walking down to it, but I've still got an ice cream with 1 scoop in.
That's fine.
But they've sort of walked past and they've gone, oh no. And I felt all embarrassed.
That stayed with you. Yeah.
Oh, you've spoke you. And oh no, I just bought the 1 scoop.
I've still got another scoop. Oh, you lied. That's not my scoop. I'm just looking at it.
Just looks fresh.
Yeah.
And the same flavour as the rest of mine.
Gutted. Absolutely gutted.
Early memories, I don't know.
I don't know.
I had an early memory of a birthday party of my brother's. When I say I had it, I know that I used to have it. Don't have it now. So is it an early memory?
I used to have a memory, but it's gone. And your third question was, how would I like to die? Was that?
How do you want to die?
In a blaze of glory.
And
in the movie Blades of Glory. I think probably you're doing something I love.
How do you want to die?
Danielle.
Doing something you love.
Yeah.
And
I guess it would be like something either peacefully in my sleep.
Yeah.
At ripe old age of 100, or
and 24
and 24, 147. I think probably in my sleep, or doing something I love, like playing drums, or like on stage, or doing something that really I'll do this wicked solo, and then it's just he's gone, like Spinal Tap, he's gone.
And the final question from me is, how will you die?
Of a stress-induced heart attack at 36.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And that's all of my questions for this week.
Thank you. Wow, look at this. Well, it's all gone quite formal. I'm going to bring it back to memorabilia. We were talking about the Hard Rock.
Okay.
What piece of music memorabilia would you like to own? Whether it's you buy it outright or you're given it, whatever. Don't worry about the money necessarily.
Okay.
What would you like to own? I.e.,
okay.
Clothes, instruments, lyric sheet, etc., etc.
Yeah. Okay.
Whether it exists or not, something that is feasible.
Okay. Coming to mind is stream of consciousness on this is Hendrix's guitar that he set to light.
Yeah.
At Monterey.
Just some ashes.
Yeah. Presumably if it's still somewhat in together. But I'm thinking that would be good. Maybe something from...
You want those dustbins that Kylie Minogue was in that Can't Get You Out of My Head video.
Oh, well, yeah. That was what I was getting to.
Yeah.
I think number 1 would either be, it's the same person, it would either be Freddie's yellow jacket from Wembley 86.
Oh, yeah.
Or it would be Freddie's crown that he wore for We Are the Champions.
Oh.
Either one of those.
Yeah.
And I'd make a mess in my pantaloons.
I think so. I mean, Freddie would
the yellow jacket would be
up there, wouldn't it, mate?
What else would be great? The other half of the bat that Ozzy bit off.
Just keep a bat in deep freeze.
What else?
It's tough. Yeah, I mean, anything. Freddie's, one of his pianos would be great, or one of the Brian May's Red Special, that would be great. His original guitar.
The original
basically
one.
Anything from Queen, because if you can't tell, we are talking of being fanatical. We're Queen fanatics.
Yeah,
after watching
Queen
Bo-Rap again, I'm super listening to Queen.
I wonder if there's a Maiden thing.
I'd like some lyric sheets, like original lyrics written by, say, the Beatles or something like that would be great. Like a draft of
lyrics?
Whatever. A draft of Yesterday or something.
That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Or like a notepad with kind of scribbles in it. That would be great.
That would be good.
Outfits. I'm not as bothered by outfits because I'm not a big fashion guy. Like, I guess like iconic stuff, but wouldn't be that bothered. Or like a drum kit from.
Whose drum kit?
God,
number 1.
That's hard, isn't it?
Because it would. I mean, it wouldn't be, say, of the bands that you love. Really, it would be
like the drummers that inspire
bands,
me. Yeah,
like
whatever Trey Cool or whatever would be great. But then I'd probably go for like an iconic kit,
Mm.
like a Ringo or
Yeah.
like a Buddy Rich or something. But then I'm not that bothered about that kind of drumming, so it's tough, isn't it? I don't know.
Yeah. Because as a singer and guitarist, like I could say a guitar, but I don't know. Maybe Hendrix had a Flying V that was all painted in kind of trippy colours. That would be cool.
That would be cool, yeah.
But
That's it. Are you getting it because it looks good, or getting it because what it means? That's the thing. Isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Just even someone's pick from
Yeah.
It's tough one, isn't it?
Mm.
Anything from Queen would be fine. I think so.
Brian, send it over.
Just send a couple of badges. That'll be fine.
A couple of badges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
No,
audience, what
good
would
question.
you? What
Good
memorabilia would
question.
you like, audience? Let us know. Shall
Let
I
us
ask one
know.
more question?
Hit me with
It's
your
al- it's al-
rhythm.
it's
I'd like the
also-
rhythm stick from the.
Yeah.
um,
From the iconic song.
yeah.
I think I'm going to ask another music one actually. With something we were going to talk about: holograms in music,
Oh.
right or wrong? As in resurrecting dead artists. Big discussion. So just a succinct kind of answer, but. Is it strange? Is it good? Is it normal? Is it weird? What's the future
It's
of it?
strange.
How does it make you feel?
It's very strange, but I don't hate it. I don't
Mhm.
think, as long as it's got the blessing of all those
the
involved,
estate,
like
the
family, and,
yeah, sure.
and because thinking of the big ones, the first one that I knew of was probably the Tupac one
Sure.
at Coachella.
Yep.
And I've got to say, when I saw that, my skin was just alight with
Well, you were getting
excitement.
tattooed at the time. but
Exactly, yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm a cool guy.
Cool guy.
I mean, to be able to see
Hit him with a little ghetto gospel.
exactly, yeah, to be able to
All that.
see even half the energy that someone like Tupac had, I'm sure for everyone there was unbelievable. I think maybe like missing band members is not too bad. Like if you were to get
Do you
Wu-Tang
think?
Clan back with Old Dirty Bastard as a hologram, although his son performs with them and looks very similar and is amazing. I don't know, because Dio did.
They're doing a Dio
tour,
one. They're
weren't
just touring. Buddy Holly and Roy Orbison doing a joint hologram tour with a live band.
Oh my
Which
god!
actually sounds amazing. Yeah. Tempted to go.
I
Got
don't
the
know.
blessing of all the families again.
The thing is,
It's something very surreal, something strange.
it is very strange, but it's
It's as close as we're going to get to certain
Yeah.
artists, so why should we not be allowed to
And-
have that experience?
and their art is it's timeless. So I'm sure if you said to Freddie, going back to Queen again, oh, you're going to be so popular 30 years after you die that people will pay a lot of money to go and see a hologram of you. He's not going to be annoyed at that, surely.
Well, he'd probably love the
He'd
extravagance of
love
it, wouldn't he?
yeah. So if it's keeping the art alive and it's bringing it to new
Give
generations,
yourself a laugh, Queen.
give yourself a laugh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Um,
Yeah, I mean,
I don't
It's
know.
kind of cool, but I've never seen it. So if I see
I've
it, I
never
might be like,
seen it.
"Oh, this is the AI takeover." But
'Cause
it's
they
the world
did-
we live in, isn't
They
it? you
did
know?
the young Princess Leia and I feel terrible now that the old British actor that died who played the old guy in Star Wars.
Yes.
I felt
I don't know. I
feel
don't
like
remember
I know his name.
Yeah, so do I.
But they did the hologram of him, and
sort
yeah,
of mapped it on that other guy's face.
yeah,
didn't
they did. Yeah,
I suppose
On-
it's slightly different
yeah.
digitally recreating someone than it is
Yeah,
kind of
yeah. 'Cause it's-
holograms. But
Yeah, it's like when with Carrie Fisher having passed away now, massive RIP for that. I mean,
Yes,
Carrie
we've got the
Fisher's-
dead people in.
So, oh yes,
Cha-ching.
come on, there we go. Yeah, how are they going to use her in the new film? I think her scenes were shot, but
There is that kind of what they call it, uncanny valley, whereby when something's made to look as human as possible but isn't, you can't quite comprehend it, and it does still look a bit weird.
Yeah,
And I think I get that when they digitally recreate someone, but when it's a
Yeah.
hologram,
yeah.
it's presumably it is as close as it can possibly be.
You know-
So I don't know, man. I'm kind of into it.
Yeah.
I would go and see it.
You know, the worst thing I've ever seen in terms of this kind of area is, and anyone who's seen The Sopranos will know exactly where I'm going to go with this.
Oh,
is-
the mum, the
yeah,
woman.
the mum. When I mean, again, don't know the actress's name.
Her hair, it looks like her head's floating in midair.
It is the strange. I mean, genuinely, if you've not seen it, YouTube it. There are clips of it. It's well known.
Yeah.
Her head sort of floating on another woman, and she died very suddenly. So they used lines that she had done from the previous seasons,
sort of them
and it was
together.
all very strange. It didn't make any sense. What she was saying didn't make sense. It was so weird. So it's come on along from then, and that was late 90s.
Yeah. No, the technology is incredible,
2000s
and
maybe.
I don't want it to get to the point where they're like, oh, let's not bother touring. Let's just send out a hologram. I don't think that's going to be what happens, but
Yeah.
I'm interested to see where it goes. Would I go and see it? You know what? I would. I would go and see it.
If it was someone big,
Someone that I wish I'd seen in my life.
If it was Thin Lizzy with Phil Lynott hologram, then
Wow.
sign me up.
It would be pretty emotional. I think actually.
Yeah.
Being that close to someone.
I mean, because you watched when you seen Queen with Adam Lambert.
I did see Queen with Adam Lambert.
But what did they did with Love of My Life, didn't they?
They put Freddie on the screen for the end of it,
Yeah.
and just instantly burst into tears.
Yeah, and
Even that was enough,
Yeah, they did a similar thing. Well, the exact same thing at when I saw Lynyrd Skynyrd. The lead singer Lynyrd Skynyrd is the brother of the original singer.
Right.
And the original singer died in the plane crash along with other members.
Yeah.
And for Freebird, he sings. They take so they get the mic stand. They can take a hat and they put it on a mic stand in the middle of the stage, and then they do a video of him singing the whole of Freebird.
Wow.
With the band playing it. It was very emotional.
It's very powerful, isn't it?
It was great.
Wow.
It was really good. So, if that works, maybe holograms would work.
Yeah, I think so.
Let us know.
Let
Who
us
would
know in
you
the comments
want as a
below.
hologram?
Who would you?
Who do you want to die and not be turned?
Who do you
into a
want to die in a fiery plane crash?
Well, I mean, you're on for a bumper one this time because we've hit 36 minutes.
Oh my lord!
We've done the intro.
Well, let's pick it up from the depressing stuff with some gags, some jokey jokes, shall we?
Some gags.
Well, I think you should
Gag
hit
me.
me with a bloody jingle.
Jack's joke of the week.
Nearly forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Nearly forgot.
Cut and paste those jingles in accordingly as we shout.
Yeah.
People might realise that our audio and sometimes visual cues to each other are mainly about the jingles. Quick, we play the jingle. We've got to remember to play the jingle. Sometimes we forget to add jingles. Oh, jingles.
Yeah, apologies to people that we were supposed to shout out, especially Big Heads Media, who we often forget to
put their
them
jingle in. From now on, every time we promise.
Every time.
70% of the time it works.
Every
time. It's one of mine. This bloke comes up to me.
Yeah.
He says, "Oi, can you unite the Mongol confederations?" I said, "I can't, but Genghis can." Genghis Khan, because he united the
I said,
Mongol. Do you remember Genghis Khan used to come down the chippy? That's one for the history buffs, that one.
yeah, I like that.
What do you call a guy who gets paralysed putting up Christmas decorations? Christopher Reeve. Fine. He'd like that. Well, wouldn't now.
Oh, wow. Yeah. R.I.P. Shout out.
A couple of works in progress.
Go on.
This is news. Another one about death. Do you see the animator for Who Framed Roger Rabbit has died?
Okay.
He's getting cremated to his favourite tune. Hey? Hey?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I said
Genghis Khan. Oh, couple. How many more do you want?
Hit me.
All written this week.
All right.
One for the music
Don't
fans.
show off, hey?
You've seen all works in progress. You've seen Beverly Knight's Religious now?
Yeah.
Buddha, woulda, coulda. Hey?
Yeah, that's good. Also, Beverly Knight.
What
underrated
voice?
as a
What a voice.
People say Beyonce.
Woo!
No, baby.
Get that Knight
Beverly
in there.
Knight, one of, if not the best female voice in the world, in my
Oh my
personal opinion.
lord.
I love Beverly Knight. There you go. My 2 cents. My bloody 2 cents. Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan, my bloody. Remember when they used to have cents and not pounds? Alternate for that, it was something along the lines of, I was hoping to introduce a monk that makes cheese sculptures of family members. Buddha, Gouda, brother. I'm not sure where I can go with that one because it might be too obscure. He's joking.
Yeah,
He's joking.
That'll do it. Good lord.
Right, three more to finish.
Just a well man laughing down a microphone. That was good.
He's got that tattoo disease.
Go on.
Something like, I've got a load of those slipped disc magazines, but I'm trying to get rid of the back issues. Alternate.
Well, that's funny.
I bought one of those Confidence for Dummies books, but it's got no spine.
Good as well.
I just bought The Hunchback of Notre Dame, but it's got a damaged spine.
Good. Not as good.
Either one, not as
Yeah.
good, so probably one, possibly
Yeah.
two.
But good ones.
Thanks, mate.
Back issues. I like
That's
that.
all right.
That is
Yeah,
funny.
it may have been done, but you know what?
That is
I'm
funny.
going to leave it out there for all to see.
I
And
like
I
it.
think might end on that one. Might be a nice one to end on.
Bloody hell.
So,
Genghis Khan.
remember Genghis Khan? Remember Space Hoppers?
Space Otters.
Hmm.
Yeah, there you go. We've done that.
Done that
To
one.
death.
Well, I think you should tell me what you're annoyed about in life because I
Yeah.
just need to hear it. I need to hear it, and more than that, I need to hear the bloody jingle, Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan, it's the Genghis Khan jingle, alright.
Stop. Listen to me, you f***ing little...
It's Kenny's rant of the week. He's very sensitive. Stop.
Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan.
What am I-
Spare stoppers.
Do you know what I'm sensitive about this week?
Go on.
Well, it's fitting to why I'm here.
Go on.
And,
Why are you here?
Well, we're here to watch some wrestling, but
Now I'm here.
now I'm... Is this the Queen episode?
I hope so.
The Genghis Khan
God save
Queen
him.
episode. Talking of what were we talking about earlier with Marvel and Sony. They've fallen out about Spider-Man.
They don't get on.
In the wrestling world, we're here to watch NJPW Royal Quest.
If you don't like wrestling, don't run away.
Yeah, wait, stay
Please
there.
stay.
Come back.
Kenny's going to do a hilarious rant
Well,
now.
okay.
It's got to be funny.
I don't have pre-written jokes.
It's got
Not
to be
everyone.
8 out of 10 in the funny. Sorry, what was that? Not everyone...
It's got.
Not everyone what, sorry?
Not everyone prepares all day whilst the others are at work.
Yeah, but I don't, but Genghis Khan.
Yes. So the wrestling. So WWE have decided to put on NXT Cardiff this weekend.
Their sort of developmental brand
Yeah.
show.
So basically, it's everyone is aware, but AEW has come along.
An upstart promotion.
Yeah,
with big
T-shirt
talent.
company have come on and it's basically WWE have come along and we're going to put a show on that day. We're going to put a
It's
show on.
What's known in the biz as counter-programming.
It's just don't punish the fans. Come on, Marvel,
Yeah.
Sony, sort it out.
It is this weird thing of someone new's doing it. No. We're the leaders in this field.
Yeah.
We're going to do it better than you on the same day. And we're going to steal all your fans.
Here's a message to you, the Roll and Rock Up podcast. Get out for me turf.
Exactly. Imagine that. Better patent that.
Yeah,
It is annoying, isn't it? It's just
really
it is
annoying.
very sort of.
yeah. It's almost
I
like
get it because it's a business.
it's almost like if two guys thought, do you know what? We watch a lot of Cultaholic. We watch a lot of Wrestle Talk, a lot of What Culture. Maybe we should just do the same and try and profit off it. It'd be just like that.
Genghis Khan.
I'm pretty sure none of those do Genghis Khan
I
based
think
jokes.
I might do behind closed doors.
Yeah.
I know it's just a very. I just want everyone to get on, man. Why? Because if
Yeah.
something's good for the business, it's good for the business.
It's
in
just-
wrestling, in movies, just
It's
shelve the
it would be
money
like
and the nonsense.
it would be like someone like who's a big band who has a similar big band, and if they're going to release an album that week, we'll release an album that
Well, it's
week. It just wouldn't
you're
happen.
competing against each other. It cancels each other
what's
out.
the point?
It creates this kind of everyone against everyone mentality. And in reality, you do get some people that are like, "This is my promotion. This is my favorite. This
Yeah.
and yours sucks." But most people, there's a crossover, especially in wrestling. There's a big crossover. People watch multi promotions as we do. We watch a lot.
Well,
of
yeah,
because
because we're gonna ultimately we are at NGPW Royal Quest, or will have been at by the time this comes out.
Yeah.
We will be watching All Out.
Yeah,
And
two different
ultimately-
promotions on the same day.
Ultimately, we're gonna miss out on NXT Cardiff,
Yeah, which we
um,
wouldn't have watched anyway.
which we wouldn't have watched anyway. So I
I'll
don't
watch
know
the
why
main event: Tyler Bate versus Walter.
Hell yes.
Woo! Rematch from Progress. There goes that chop and
Ow,
the spike.
That hurt.
Check that out, people. If you haven't seen wrestling, go and watch Volta.
Volta.
Yeah.
But
yes, it's
just
frustrating.
annoying.
Frustrating, isn't it?
Just
Pitting
annoying.
people against each other. I don't like it.
Don't bloody like it.
Everything. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
I should
why
be able to
not?
watch all the wrestling I want.
You should, shouldn't you? Why should you be punished because of some knobhead in a suit saying nope,
No,
thank you?
it's good shit.
Come on. It's good.
It's good
SHIP. Good ships.
Yeah.
That was a
Ship.
bar in Kilburn. The Good
Good
Ships
Ships.
before it got closed down
Well,
because it was in Kilburn.
it's a pretty good reference for all the
All the Kilburnites out there.
Yeah.
It's actually a relatively popular comedy venue, but
Really?
not anymore, baby. That my Genghis Khan routine would have went down a treat in Kilburn. Na 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 na
Would
na.
God, it would have been a barnstorming.
Na 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 na. But that song by the Kaiser Chiefs, good album. That.
Yeah.
Na 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 na.
Well, talking of
Deployment.
music,
Talking of music.
it's almost like some of this is planned.
Segue. Music of the moment. It's got a star next to it.
Yeah.
Means it's important. What
It
music
also
are you
means
listening to?
We
Go
don't
on.
have a jingle, so hit that jingle. Hold on.
Music of the moment.
Well, basically, since our last pod, where I raved about the amount of metal releases that have been recently, being the Volbeat, the new Volbeat album, the new Slipknot album, the new Killswitch Engage album,
Yeah.
I've pretty much not listened to anything else.
Yeah. For about the 6th week running, are you about to give me a review of Slipknot?
What I'm going to do is, given the fact that
Oh, before I forget.
hey,
Eh?
do you know me and you?
Go on.
It's like duality in here.
Dual. Hey! Talking of duality, we are available for bar mitzvahs.
Yeah. I'm going to give you my sort of highlights from the Slipknot album, given the fact that yesterday I booked my tickets to go and see Slipknot in January.
I don't believe it.
So obviously the
Seated. You don't want to get too raucous.
See, yeah, it's a Tuesday night. I've got work in the morning. Let's be honest. I'm nearly 30. A Slipknot
30
pit is
rock.
not what I can do on a Tuesday in
No.
January.
No. I could
I'll
push
be-
for a Thursday night because I know it's nearly the end of
I'll
the
be
week.
carrying me Christmas weight. You know.
Yeah, oh yeah, Christmas presents.
Yeah, I'll be. Yeah, exactly. So I'm just going to. I just want to deep dive on it a little bit because it's a very weird album. It's a very different album. So you had Unsainted and Solway Firth were like the big singles from the album, but I just listened to it earlier on the way down. On the way down because I live
On the
in
train.
North, and I wrote down a couple of bits on it. So
Hit
just
me.
a couple of highlights. A very weird sort of verse in Birth of the Cruel that then drops into I'm all fucked up and I make it look good. Just really nice.
Fine.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
translate that for people that perhaps didn't
It's,
understand?
I'm
that?
all fucked up and I make it look good. Just nice.
Get that tattooed on your
It's
arm,
just
mate.
a real heavy. It's a weird album. It's got a lot of heavy verses and with really experimental sort of falsetto bits in it.
Yeah.
Tracks like Standouts being probably Critical Darling. A Liar's Funeral is just a track that starts with clean vocals and military drums and then
Nice.
just goes into Liar just out of nowhere and then into a,
Strange. They've gone a bit
and it just goes
experimental.
burn the liar,
Burn the liar.
It's weird. It's weird. Another a song called
That love
Spiders.
song.
It's a weird time signature. It's kind of got weird tubular bells kind of piano. That do 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 do
Yeah,
do do do. It's I've written down whilst I was listening to it. It's part Cure, part Bauhaus, and part David Bowie. All awesome.
Oh, well, that sounds cool.
It's really really cool.
Sounds great.
Just another lyric from Orphan. I am the orphan, the one who kills your world. Pretty powerful
okay.
stuff. Is it philosophy?
Nice to meet you. I'm Jack.
And
what's your favourite hobby?
yeah, it sounds to me. It's kind of like a lot of the songs sound like weird sort of cult songs.
Right, that is Slipknot in a nutshell.
It's a weird album, and I wanted to give people my highlights. So if anyone has not heard the album and wants some classic Slipknot moments,
Absolutely stonking classic.
I would say listen to Orphan. If you want to check out, if you've listened to Slipknot in the past, like we all did when we were younger,
Oh,
I would
yeah.
check out.
I was drumming in the Abbeyfield School
Yeah.
music rooms
Yeah.
while the art class was going on after school. They'd come in and complain. I'd be playing before I forget. They'd be like, "Sorry, can you turn it down?" "No, baby."
No, because I
said, "I am the orphan. I am
am
your
the one."
demise," or whatever it was. Yeah.
if you want to see what Slipknot are up to these days with some weird shit that they've been doing, listen to Elias' Funeral or listen to Spiders.
Elias Funeral.
Elias's Funeral.
my wrestling
He's a
name.
wrestler. Just a great album. I would say. What did I say at the end?
What did you
Tracks are
say?
quite long. Connecting tracks are very poor. It's got some
Oh.
weird kind of like minute tracks that
They
don't really add
do
much.
this like sort of inaudible squeaks,
I said
white noise.
it's super heavy with huge grooves. It's weird as hell, straying into a kind of circus from hell sort of style.
Blimey.
And that it's my current album of the year by a country mile.
Wow, even better than Taylor Swift.
Even better, because she released a new album this week.
There we are.
Don't know if you knew.
T Swift. Oh, I know all about T Swift.
Also listen to the new Killswitch Engage album, because that one's amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No Howard on it.
do you know what?
Does he do a guest spot?
They do a guest spot on a song called The Something.
The Something.
Jesse and Howard do a guest spot
Jesse Ventura.
together.
Yeah.
Jesse Ventura, what a voice he had, by the way.
Amazing.
The second track on the album called
He's live Googling. Other search engines are available.
The Signal Fire, featuring Howard Jones. It's both of them together. It's one of my favourite Killswitch songs of all time.
Wow, big
I
words.
love it so much. There's a lot of reaction videos to it on YouTube that people are like, "Oh shit, this is crazy."
I still think one of my favourite Killswitch songs is their cover of Holy Diver.
Oh, it's so good.
Holy Diver!
Holy Diver!
What a wonderful breakdown of the Slipknot album.
There you go. I will move on from Slipknot in the next
in a couple of months.
couple of months.
I'm going to give you 2 albums.
Hit me.
I don't do the same ones every week. Evergrey, band called Evergrey, progressive metal. Their new album, The Atlantic, if you want to pronounce it properly.
Edition.
Saw them support someone. I don't remember who, but they were very good.
Come to this pod for all the best
saw
information
them one day.
that's
Don't
sort
know
of
where or
correct,
when.
sort of not. Oh, I don't remember that actor, but yeah, he was good.
Evergrey, I remember that.
Evergrey.
Very good band. Yes, progressive metal. Formed in the 90s. They're on their 11th studio album.
Oh, see, for me, I see that and I think I can't get involved in this now.
It's too far along.
It's too
Let me
far.
stop you, sir.
Go on.
Last 3 albums sort of work alongside each other. Quite somber.
Okay, all right.
Some people describe it as depressive metal. I wouldn't agree.
Opeth-ish.
Yes, but not as sort of You're Alone in the Black Forest. Not like that. It's quite somber, quite anguished vocals. Melodies and vocals very bluesy. Some killer vocals from a guy called
nice.
Tom. He's the guy that sings. Tom England, I believe. Really great, kind of lot of riffs vocally and on the guitar strings.
Nice.
Very good riffs. Quite heavy, quite
Okay.
dirgy, quite hooky. Quite groovy some of the time. They're very
Ooh.
anthemic, big choruses.
I like groovy.
Um,
Groovy metal's one of my favourites.
Yeah, they're good, man. There's some kind of slow stuff in there. There's some fast stuff in there. It's the whole concept is kind of the ebb and flow of life is like the tide.
Okay.
You know, dealing with love, grief, beauty, darkness, etc. Really good, really good. I wouldn't say it's maybe their best album, but they've always got some solid stuff on every album. Essentially, don't be put off by 11 albums. Go maybe for the past kind of 3.
What's
3
the new album
albums or
called?
so. The Atlantic. The Atlantic. There's
Evergrey.
few tracks on there that I like. All I Have is a good track. Weightless is a good track. Currents. Not that you eat.
Different
but
kind.
they're nice.
Different. It's like the current of life,
Departure,
yeah.
The
Steep,
Beacon. About half the album I like.
Yeah. Okay.
The other half, take it or leave it. Take it or leave it.
All right.
But I would recommend that
Check it out.
for the riff fans. Something a little bit different to that. Stephen Lynch has got a new album out called My Old Heart. Now, Stephen Lynch, if people aren't aware, is a musical comedian.
Yeah.
It's his 4th album. I know he's done a lot of live albums, but it's 4th studio album. He's on Broadway.
A studio comedy album.
Yeah, which is
Cool.
unusual.
Yeah, that is.
people would know him from his songs. If I Were Gay, Talk to Me. There's a lot of songs that people would know that kind of went round. Talks a lot about taboo, controversial stuff. You know.
My bum's numb, so I'm just going to stand up.
He's having a stand, assertive. Talks about like, disabled people, Nazis, all the things you would want to talk about, relationships, quite lewd, quite rude, but not always.
Nice.
There's a lot of sincerity in some of the slower songs as well. Very pretty melodies, sings incredibly high, like an angelic falsetto, like a choir boy voice, which kind of juxtaposes his kind of graphic content about periods and stuff. But
I like that.
Very funny, some pretty stuff, some funny stuff. This new album, My Old Heart, a bit slower than some of his other stuff. If you haven't heard of him before, I would recommend the live album Superhero or the show Live at the El Rey. Kind of gives you an idea of his kind of real solid kind of back in kind of the early 2000s, his real solid kind of comedy songs that he'd honed for a long time. But you can tell as he's getting older, he's kind
been
of
around a
maturing
while
as a musician.
Yeah.
He still tours with, he toured with Louis C.K. and whatever, Can't say that anymore.
I mean, still love Louis.
Still love that guy.
Yeah.
So he's toured with a lot of people, but still doing really well. But a little bit more of a slower album, this one. But still, if you want to kind of see him at his best, maybe go towards some of the older stuff.
Maybe we should do a comedy album special, maybe.
I'd love to,
There
man.
are some good...
I'd love to.
There are some good studio comedy albums.
Yeah.
They are rare, but there are a few good ones.
Yeah, he's got
some
a
that
lot
I
of
really
stuff.
like. I guess I'd like to hear some of yours and some of yours in terms of the listeners, because would like to expand the knowledge on that.
Yeah. So Stephen Lynch, check him out. Some good stuff. There's a few tracks on the new album that I would recommend. Probably Summer Songs, quite funny. Omaha, it's like a Neil Young rip-off. Sweaty Dollar Bills, that's quite funny as well.
Nice.
A couple more in there that are good as well. So yes.
Lovely.
So yes, a little bit different today. Some metal, some comedy. What can we say? I like different stuff.
Yeah,
all right.
We like lots of things.
Sasumi.
Sumi, yeah?
Sasudio.
Susulio.
Kenny.
What are we moving on to now?
What's that hat on your head? It looks a bit like a tinfoil hat. Is that correct?
Are you
wearing a tinfoil hat?
Are you doing a bit? What bit are you doing?
Look,
hold on.
I've got a podcast
Let me get the
for
script.
you.
Let me get the script back up. What bit are you doing?
Back up. What bit are you on? Page 20.
All right.
I've got a podcast for people that like to wear tinfoil hats.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you like to laugh at ghost shows?
Okay.
Do you love the strange? You must do if you're friends with me. Whether it's aliens, Bigfoot, or just creepy Dan down the hall. Creepy Dan. We'll talk about it. Or they'll talk about it. That's right. It's our recommended podcast of the week. Play that jingle, baby.
Hi, everybody. I'm RJ Metzger.
And I'm Rachel Metzger.
And we're the Skeptical Skeptics.
Each week we talk about all the crazy things in the world, ranging from the paranormal to Bigfoot to UFOs.
And we look at it from the perspective of the believer, the skeptic, and everything in between.
So come check us out on the MSC Podcast Network.
Or go to skepticalskeptics.com and follow us at SkepSkepPod on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Skeptical. Wait, what? Sorry? Skeptical.
Skepta. Spectacle. Testicle, wallet and watch.
Skepta's spectacles.
Septic tank.
Yeah.
Skeptical skeptics.
Yes. Wait, is that right? Yeah, no, that one is
Yeah,
right.
it is.
Skeptical skeptics.
I would listen to this. They
I
sound
can
great.
barely say it.
Well, you had that stroke, didn't you, a while back?
Yeah,
You
I
had
mean,
an
to be
accident.
fair,
We had a fall.
yeah, that does sound like a good
Sounds
podcast.
great.
Check that
Like
out
they
for
said,
sure.
available on all the places, Spotify, Podbean, except we're not on that. Too cool for that.
We're
Got
not on that.
tattoos
Don't
now,
go on
mate.
that.
Yeah, they got website and all that, and on their social medias.
Yeah.
Very good. They talk about all kinds of things. Their latest episode, The Witch of Pungo. I thought initially it said Pingu.
Tell
And I
me
thought,
more.
what's going on here?
Pingu.
Wap, 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 wap.
Genghis Khan.
Yeah, that's my favourite episode where he met Genghis Khan. Yes. Met any witches?
No. That's the end of that.
All right.
Have you met any
I was
witches?
hoping you'd have a witch anecdote.
Yeah.
Yeah, your mum.
Yeah. You're right.
Should we do some puns?
Always.
Let's do some puns.
Let's hit that jingle.
And your specialist subject is?
Pun association.
Pun association, yeah?
Yeah.
This week, animals and television. We combine two things and do a pun on it, okay? Do you get it?
You always sound
Jesus!
You always sound
Sorry.
so aggressive.
Blasphemy. Look, I've got people coming at me. What's a pun? I ain't got time for this.
That isn't a pun association. What is it?
I don't believe that's a
not
pun.
it.
I'm a bit skeptical. Skeptical skeptics. Available now. And all good retailers. Animals and television.
Mm.
I'm starting.
Go on.
Coronation Chicken Street.
Yeah.
You love that. You love Coronation.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. That one's all right. Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
Mine
One for
aren't-
one.
mine
One for
aren't very
one.
good, this-
One for
this-
one.
okay.
I've written loads of bad ones.
I've got a funny one. Okay, here we go.
Oh, I hope so, mate. It's pun
Here we
association.
go. Just The Handmaid's Tale.
Oh, yeah. Good. Yeah. Fine. Yeah, just spell it different. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Handmaid's Tale. Yeah, I'm just imagining a woman with a tail.
Yeah,
It's
same.
strange, like a
Especially-
furry.
yeah.
Strange.
Yeah. Go on.
SpongeBob Square Ants. I know it's easy,
Good.
but
Yeah. The Squawking Dead.
that's funny. I thought trying to think of one for that. That's very good.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Squawking Dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just little zombie birds roaming around. Caw-caw.
Whoa.
Gonna eat your brains. They can talk as well.
Yeah.
Caw-caw.
Yeah.
How I Met Your Moth. Might be my personal favourite.
Moth.
Or alternate for that was How I Met Your Otter.
That's funny.
Either or.
How did you meet my otter?
I saw a text come up on your phone. We started talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, I've been wondering.
Well, I just pretended I was you for a
'Cause
while.
now
but
it's
then,
it's your otter.
yeah, well,
It
you
used
could
to
tell that it was me, and we
Used to be mine.
pull the otter one.
I've got one left.
Go on. I have 9.
Okay, hit me with a couple of yours.
Yeah.
Go on. Some bad ones.
Quick fire.
Yeah.
Lip sync cattle. Saturday Night Hive. Peacock Blinders, which I don't. Peacock Blinders.
Okay.
Orange is the New Quack.
Wait.
Or Quack
stop.
Mirror.
Stop.
Go on.
Orange is the new quack. Orangutan is the new black.
Fine, both back to
That
back.
was mine.
That works fine.
Orangutan is the new black.
That's good.
There we go.
The Pig Bang Theory.
That shows
Um,
fucking shit.
Homes Under the Badger. That'll do. Pun association, animals and TV this week, guys and gals and otters.
Yeah.
Let me know. Hashtag. I really want to get hashtag because people do these kind of things, but I really want to get hashtag pun association going.
Yeah.
It's always on Twitter. People doing this celebrity fruit, whatever. You
Yeah.
know, we've been there and done that. John Lemon. I've done it.
John Lemon, we've done it.
Animals and TV. I want this to be a thing. I want people to actually join in and come up with their puns.
Yeah. Martin Luther King. Hello.
Martin Luther King. That's fine. We found out that was a real product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ripped that off in the end.
Might
so.
have a clean.
But there you go. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, maybe we'll vote at the end of the year for the best pun association.
That'd be nice.
You know what I mean? Get involved, people. Roll Up Pod on Twitter, Rock and Roll Up Podcast on other stuff, or just pop it in the comments. Hashtag pun association.
Hit me with a hip trip hooray.
I'm going to do a feature now that I came up with.
Hip, trip, hooray. Hip, trip, hooray.
You may have come up with it, but have you perfected it?
No. Well, this week
You've changed it again, haven't
I've
you?
changed it again. Oh,
Okay.
I'd just like to change it up a bit.
Go on.
It's called Guess the Seven Wonder.
Okay.
I've taken reviews of the 7 wonders of the world. I know some people claim there's 8. I saw a site that said there were 15. I don't know how many there are. I mean, me and Kenny are 2 of them, so who knows?
1, 2.
I've gone for the classic 7 wonders of the world. Mix and match. You have to guess which wonder of the world
Okay.
this is.
What a good thing about this is going to be, can I name all 7? But let's leave.
We
that.
don't have to. Yeah, we
Go
don't have
for
to do
it.
the 7. We'll go. We'll start off. Quote. Nothing particularly exciting.
One of the wonders of the world.
One of the wonders of the world. Second quote. I always thought that. Of all the New World Wonder designations, this one seemed the least amazing.
Right. So, which is the shittest
Let's
wonder?
cycle through. I can tell you what they all are, and then you can guess. Perhaps you should try and guess what one.
I'm going to try and guess. So they're the Niagara Falls? Are they one?
No, not on this
Right.
website, no.
Pyramids are one.
Well, they are, yeah.
Those head things in Australia are one? They're not.
Do you mean the Easter
Australia.
Island heads? No,
Yeah.
they're not.
Wait, okay. What are the 7 wonders of the world, Jack? Inform us.
Looking at this, I don't think it's all of them.
Right. A well-prepared segment.
What's happened here is there's only 6. But that's fine.
All right.
We'll do the 6 ones.
Tell me
I
the
think it's
6.
because I thought we would never get round to 7. Well, they are Christ the Redeemer, Chichen
In
Itza,
Rio, yeah.
Machu Picchu,
Okay.
Taj Mahal, Great Pyramids, Colosseum, and Petra.
What's Petra?
The Jordan thing where it's all carved into the caves.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know
It's
that.
like a temple. Hard.
The worst one.
Nothing particularly exciting.
I mean, is it Christ the Redeemer?
It is Christ the Redeemer. Yes! Christ the Redeemer there, the body of Christ in statue form. Nothing particularly exciting.
How did I guess that?
Yeah, well, you knew, man, you knew.
Because that was planned. Oh, no, wait, no, it wasn't.
No,
it actually wasn't.
They're not all planned.
No.
Only worth the visit if you're interested in ancient cultures.
I mean,
isn't that all of them?
By definition.
Yeah.
That's a separate one, is it?
It is. Oh, hang on. No. I did put the 7th, and I'll tell you why. It wasn't in bold. This is an alternate. The Great Pyramids was not on this list, but that is definitely counted. The Great Wall of China was on this list.
Yeah,
so maybe that is the 8th. Maybe there are 8.
Okay.
Who knows?
I swear, is Niagara Falls not one of the great wonders?
Mate,
of the...
I thought the Grand Canyon. It's all made up.
And I swear,
don't even
what was
know.
what is it? Easter Island.
Easter Island, yeah.
I swear that was one of them.
But I think there's a difference between World Heritage Sites.
Stonehenge,
where the demons
dwell.
You can see only stones, literally nothing else. Not a statue, a painting, a ceiling, a mosaic, a floor, a writing. Nothing. What is that wonder? What is that wonder of the world?
Is that so? It's not the Colosseum. Oh, maybe it is the Colosseum. So it's made of. No,
it is not the Colosseum.
It's not the Colosseum.
No, because there are at least some things there, like a floor.
Is it Machu Picchu?
It is Machu Picchu.
What is happening?
This concept works a treat.
I don't know much about Machu Picchu apart from that it's a song by the Strokes.
That's true, isn't it?
As well.
You had a stroke. That's why you couldn't say Skeptical Skeptics.
Skeptical Skeptics.
It's like Disneyland, but without the fun.
I don't know what that means.
It's like Disneyland, but without the fun.
So it's full of characters that want to kill themselves, that are overworked and underpaid, and disappear.
Maybe I'll just go with the one quote. Maybe it's quicker. It's like Disneyland, but without the fun.
It's the pyramids.
That's the Great Wall of China there. Disneyland, but without the fun. Great Wall of China there. Yep.
Classic.
My most embarrassing experience, being harassed by the toilet cleaner.
That is...
Where would have a toilet?
Where would have a toilet? Is that the...
Where would need a toilet?
Is that the Colosseum?
No.
Well, what ones are left? I'm confused.
We've got Petra, Colosseum, Taj Mahal, Machu Picchu, Great Wall of China,
it's the Taj
Christ the
Mahal.
Redeemer, Chichen Itza. It's the Taj Mahal.
Obviously.
No comment there. Not very funny this, but still funny. I witnessed a guy beating his donkey so hard that you would think the donkey was a devil from hell.
That's definitely the pyramids.
It's Petra. Apparently, everyone outside Petra beat their animals.
What?
That's not libelous, but according to this person and quite a lot of the reviews, there's a lot of animal abuse that happens in Jordan.
Oh.
Not Jordan, the model.
Yeah.
Although, looking at her.
A lot of other things happen in Jordan.
A lot of things have happened to her.
Hello.
You like her.
Hello, you Beep.
You. Oh, brilliant. What ones haven't we done? We might as well try and do them all.
Go on.
If you want to buy crap, oh man, you're in luck.
Is that the Colosseum?
It's not. No. Chichen Itza.
What's that then? What's Chichen Itza?
It's chicken coronation chicken. It's those. It's like ancient pyramids again, isn't it? Is it Mexico, I believe?
Okay.
Or is it Colombia? Colombia, I think.
Right.
All
right. What I want to know, which one is the Colosseum?
There's two for the Colosseum.
Okay.
Our child got ill of insulation. I don't know. My favourite one, some guy with a Greek accent or whatever talks about the Romans as if they were still relevant today. Also, they don't serve alcohol.
That man,
the Colosseum there.
I'm going to be honest, that man is a British tourist abroad in Lonsdale clothing.
I would imagine so, yeah. Yeah, lot of complaints about these places. It wasn't too hard to find that, but what I might do is keep going through what other people perceive the Seven Wonders to be and come up with some more. But yes,
have you because you've done New Zealand, you lived there.
I was in New Zealand for a while.
So
I could do New Zealand.
What wondrous things have you seen? Anything particularly wondrous?
Yeah, out of the actual
wonders,
America
nothing.
Well, but yeah. I mean, obviously, nothing to this scale, but things like the Hollywood sign and things like that.
You've seen that?
Kind of,
That's
like
cool.
iconic things. We went to Florence in Italy, so I saw the cathedral there and
cool.
those kind of things. So yeah, I've been very lucky and fortunate to see some nice places. Went around Paris, things like that.
Have you been to Stonehenge? I
have been to Stonehenge. I actually did a nighttime guided tour around Stonehenge with my family, where we were allowed to touch the stones.
Oh no way!
Yeah, and I went with my friend Dan.
Probably of our listeners, of which I've been looking at the analytics, and I think we'll talk about this at a later point. But we have had somewhat of a spread globally across, especially quite a lot of downloads picked up in South America.
Oh yes,
one in a couple in Australia and a lot of Europe.
Down under.
But many people will probably know of Stonehenge, and to us, that is
a stone's throw away.
Quite something, because that is very close to where we
Salisbury. Yes, on the Salisbury Plains.
If you were to visit Stonehenge, pop round my mum's for dinner.
Go round, for a quiche or something.
Some sort of
for a pikelet.
Yeah. Why not?
Why not? Where the demons dwell.
Yeah.
Where the cats meow.
Meow.
There it is.
Yeah.
You like that?
Anyone who gets that, please hashtag.
Love it.
Yeah.
Seven Wonders, eh? The Seven Wonders
If
reduced
I live
to
to
nothing.
see the Seven Wonders.
Is that one of yours?
Yep.
Well, there's one I didn't read for Petra. We'll finish on this. I was threatened that he will push me off a cliff. Petra.
Brilliant.
You ever thrown anything off a cliff?
Only myself, and only in my dreams and ideations.
Yeah, he slipped off a waterfall.
Yeah. I look whenever a tall edge. I think could just end it here, and then don't
on a curb. Whoa!
Oh,
don't do it.
Whoops.
Cliff. Ever met Cliff?
Gotta make it look like an accident.
Exactly.
Much like Cliff.
Good guy. Good guy.
Let's finish these lovely listeners off with our favourite feature.
All right, it's the tennis that monkeys play. Come on, lay it on me.
Monkey tennis.
Yes, monkey tennis. My personal, and I think Jack's favourite.
Oh, I do like it.
I like
keen.
it a lot.
I am keen.
Oh, I like it a lot.
What's
the way it works is we take anything that we like, pun, any kind
anything
of
you want.
related
Anything.
thing, and we say the name and we say pitch for something, and then we talk about of what it is. It's come up with some very
some amazing cinematic ideas.
Some funny ideas previously. We always tend to pitch it on at the end of our pod so far. Since we've had it as a feature, which is about 3, I think. So
yes.
So yeah, head to there if you've not heard it. But we will be doing another today. I have 3 for you. How many do you have?
I have 3, sir.
Okay. Who would like to go first?
You can go first.
Okay.
You can go first. I'm a generous guy. I'm skeptical, but
skeptical, skeptic,
sure.
fan.
Yeah. Take the tinfoil hat off.
Normally,
use that to wrap a key.
These sometimes end in us having to stop. We're laughing too much.
Every time it's been very funny. The first time especially was quite something. But I think we're getting used to the concept.
Okay.
I've got me nappy on just in case.
Are you ready?
Diaper for the Yanks.
Stephen Hawkwind.
Wow.
Pitch for an
Stephen Hawkwind. Yeah, just
pitch for an audiobook. You take Stephen Hawking's best-selling book, A Brief History of Time, and intersperse it, chop, 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 with Hawkwind songs such as Master of the Universe and The Silver Machine.
Good. They're very good choices, and they work as well. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. Stephen Hawkwind.
Stephen Hawkwind. Wow. Just think about that for a moment, I think. A nice one to start us with.
Yeah. Managed to get through it as well without breaking.
Okay.
Hit me.
The Princess Bryden. We follow Welsh comedian and impressionist Rob Brydon as he attends royal functions, charity galas and private meetings in disguise. That's right. After 5 hours of daily prosthetics, Brydon is transformed into Princess Amira Al Tawil of Saudi Arabia. That's right. His mission is not only to expose Saudi Arabian war crimes, but do it whilst making astute comedic observations. Will he blend in unnoticed, or will he end up a small man in a wooden box, a coffin? This is a one-off for comic relief.
Whoa.
The Princess Bryden.
Good stuff.
He could do the accent as well. He could do it.
Rob Brydon, what a guy. That's a
man I'd love to just have around to chat
just sat here with us.
Rob, what do you think of this?
He'd probably say, you can't say that. That's not funny.
Yeah, you can't say that. But
no.
Sorry, Rob. Love you, Rob.
Okay, here we go. 127 hours of 127 hours.
What?
Pitch for a one-off reality TV special.
This? Okay.
127 contestants are tasked with watching 127 hours for 127 hours and have to guess when 127 hours have passed.
Brilliant.
The winner...
So you have to guess as a close... Okay.
So that they're sat there, they have to watch the movie over and over again and guess when they've reached 127 hours. The winner receives £127,000.
Oh, nice.
Obviously,
I like that.
And an acting contract in a deliberately mediocre film.
Fine. Just add that on, the deliberately mediocre.
Much.
Some would say it's much like the podcast.
Much like the film. 127 hours of 127 hours.
I like that. Okay, I'm going to go for another long one.
Okay.
Lord of the Rings, Return of the King of Rock and Roll.
Nice.
Elvish Presley, Elvish,
funny,
returns to his hometown of Rivendell and struggles to adjust to a quieter post-fame life. This is a TV show.
Okay.
The story picks up the day after he fakes his own death to return to his birthplace in Middle-earth. Was there more than just the pressure of fame that brought him home? Was it perhaps the allure and mystery of the one ring donut to rule them all? Lord of the Rings, Return of the King of Rock and Roll.
I like it.
Yeah, probably a 2 or 3 part, short, short, but
who would play the king?
Who would play? They've just cast someone as Elvis or something, haven't they?
Oh,
who would play Elvis? I don't know, because he's got to be Elvis at his worst, but it's all fake, you see. I'm going to go for
someone short, preferably as well.
I'm going to say
Kevin Hart.
Joaquin Phoenix. Kevin Hart. We got diverse casting. Yeah,
Joaquin Phoenix would make a great Elvis. Yeah. Have you seen the Joker trailer?
I have. Looked great.
I haven't.
You're not a big trailer
as we
fan,
know,
as
I don't like trailers, but one of the trailers I'm very tempted is by that, and I've heard it's incredible.
It's good. It doesn't give too much away.
Yeah, I might
very
go
artistically done.
Okay, my last one. Okay. Knowing
he's preparing himself. Sorry.
Very much in tribute to this very.
I like
this very segment.
Okay.
Knowing me sniffing glue.
Oh. Oh, I've got a cough on like you.
Pitch for a BBC Two documentary.
It would be.
Steve Coogan meets 5 addicts of solvent sniffing and discusses the impact it has on their lives. 6 months later, they are guests on a reboot of Knowing Me, Knowing You, where they are unaware that Steve Coogan will be playing Alan Partridge.
Fine. And that is a show I would watch.
Knowing Me,
Sniffing glue. That's funny. I would like that. In the age of the BBC, though, would they take it? I just don't know. It's going to be a hard pitch, that.
I was trying to theme it in a city. It originally was a Knowing Me, Sniffing Glue pitch for a Steve Coogan talking tour of the inner city of so-and-so. I was trying to find a city associated with Cliff Sniffing, but I didn't know. Apparently, I had to Google sniff gluing, and apparently it's a horrible epidemic in a lot of...
You just said sniff gluing. Glue sniffing. Sniff gluing. How much Pritt stick you been on
the guys
today?
with the tats call it sniff gluing. Apparently it's really bad in developing countries, which is terrible, especially with children. So,
oh, no.
Steve,
thanks for bringing it down, mate.
Yeah. But, Steve Coogan could lighten the mood.
He would, wouldn't he, in a developing country?
Knowing me.
Yeah.
Sniffing
We've sent Steve Coogan out to help.
There
one
you go.
more then. Nice short one.
That's my last.
How steep is your path? Barry Gibb.
Okay.
How steep is your path? Barry Gibb hosts a 6-part Channel 4 series discovering the more interesting inclines of Britain. How steep is your path? Get ready for tragedies and drive talking.
Nice.
There we are.
The steepest inclines.
And Barry's on his own now. I think he would like a project like that.
Well,
he could sing the theme tune.
How
How steep is
parts?
your path? Is your path? How steep is your path?
How steep is your path?
Well, we've got a lot of
It's not
stairs,
that
haven't we?
bad.
So it's not. Yeah, it's not too
But
bad.
how many parts is this?
6 parts.
You're going to go 6 parts on pathways.
Yeah,
I like it.
I think it's
It's a long series.
it's a slow burner, but I think halfway through you'll really start feeling
You're
like
gonna
this is.
You're going to feel the burn as though you were walking up
a
steep
a
path.
hill, like that Hovis advert.
Yeah.
I think I'd be interested in
Barry signed on, is he?
that. Yeah.
Jimmy Carl do the voiceover, I think.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope
Channel
so.
4. He will literally put his name to everything.
He will do
'Cause
anything.
He is a whore.
He will do anything for money.
Jimmy,
Believe me,
Jimmy.
anything.
sort your fucking comedy career out, lad.
There we are. How steep
What
is
I
your
like to
path?
do is I like to go at comedians on our podcast.
Oh yeah, our minor league
Yeah.
podcast.
Jimmy, sort your life out, mate.
Jimmy,
Come on.
mate, what have you ever done apart from write all these amazing jokes?
Yeah, apart from that.
Have multi-successful, years in the TV industry.
Yeah. But that laugh.
Tour with the Killers.
Jimmy Carr
Tour with the
toured
Killers.
with the Killers.
Yeah.
What?
It's a true story. Yeah, they wanted a comedian to open up for them.
I've never heard of that before. Has that ever happened before? Is that normal?
Yeah, it used to be back in the music hall days. You'd always have.
Really?
You'd always have it.
I guess you'd have multi-entertainers, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Come.
But some bands do it. Often they bomb because they're like just want to see the band. But occasionally
The
you'll get
Killers are a kind of band that would want to hark back to that kind of
it. Definitely,
thing,
yeah,
wouldn't
kind of
it?
music.
They've
hall
kind of got that
thing.
Las Vegas. Oh, that's very
Showman
cool.
thing.
I'll have to
Yeah.
look that up.
Yeah.
All right, Jimmy Carr, you're forgiven. I
All
love
right,
the
Jim,
Killers.
Big Jim. If you want to come on the pod, mate, go on. Don't nick me jokes like you always do.
Also, don't do that stupid laugh that's fake when you do rubbish Channel 4 shows.
Accurate. Do you, Michael Caine?
My name,
Jimmy. I'm not going to marry another Jimmy.
my name is Michael
I
Caine.
went more Ray Winston there.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose we should go. This has been probably the longest podcast we've ever done. I mean, do we chop it up? Nah.
Let's put it out there for
Put
all
it out
to
there
see.
for all to see and hear.
Yeah.
Not sure when it's going out.
Take it in.
Take it in. Drink it in, man.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for listening, all. If you made it to
let's
the
be
end,
honest, no one's,
well
no
done.
one's here.
One person's
It's
made
like
it
a
to the end,
tumbleweed.
and that person is Sean Birmingham.
another shout out.
Absolute ledge.
Hello.
Thank you to all. If you want to get involved, Rock Roll Up Pod on Twitter, Rock and Roll Up Podcast on Facebook and Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Where can they listen to this podcast that they're listening to right now? Where can they listen to it?
If you wanted to turn off this podcast at the
Don't do that.
The ripe old age of 1 hour, 24 minutes and 30 seconds, and watch and listen to the rest on an alternative medium.
Mm-hmm.
You could watch it at YouTube. You could listen at Spotify.
There's not much to watch on YouTube.
You could watch the logo. You could listen at iTunes. You could listen at Spotify. On SoundCloud. You could listen on the Big Heads Media website.
You could, if you wanted to do that.
You could listen on anywhere else, Jack Cowling?
Possibly soon, but not for now. For now, I shall just say, see ya. F you. We are the champions. We are the champions, my friend. Dun, dun, down, down.
I'm gonna turn it off.
I've been Jack.
I've been Kenny.
See you later.
Ciao.
Deo.